Welcome again to some quality otaku lists. True Beauty is one of the most recent webtoons to be turned into an anime, joining the ranks of adaptations like Solo Leveling and Windbreaker. Although the series has had a bumpy start, fans are hopeful it will deliver a rewarding conclusion. The story revolves around Jugyeong Lim, a high school girl navigating the challenges of adolescence. Jugyeong isn't exactly popular at her school and often faces bullying from her peers. After stumbling upon a quick makeup tutorial, she transforms her appearance, transferring to a new school where her beauty instantly captivates everyone. Her newfound popularity leads to her participation in the school's True Beauty Goddess competition. As if dealing with romantic entanglements wasn't enough, Jugyeong must also handle the pressures of her new life. Will she rise above it all or face a failure even more painful than her past experiences with bullying? If you're enjoying this anime but are looking for similar shows to dive into, we've got you covered. Here are 10 other anime that capture the same charm and appeal as True Beauty. But beware of spoilers. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and enable the notification bell. That helps a lot. Jugyeong might not be the strongest protagonist so far, but her experience with bullying is something many fans sympathize with. Bullying in any form is unjustifiable and often leads to unnecessary pain. On a similar note, Lookism is a compelling slice-of-life webtoon turned anime that explores this issue with great depth. The story centers around Hyung Seok, an overweight teen who endures relentless bullying, much like Jugyeong. After transferring to a new school and mysteriously waking up in a drastically different body, Hyung Seok's life takes a surprising turn for the better. Both Lookism and True Beauty feature humorous moments that are sure to bring a smile to viewers' faces. However, Lookism leans more into action compared to True Beauty. That said, if you're looking for another anime with a similar premise and perhaps a stronger approach to the topic, give Lookism a try. Ouran High School Host Club is a timeless anime that fans of True Beauty should definitely consider watching. It delivers captivating drama, heartwarming romantic moments, and plenty of humor to brighten any day. The story revolves around Haruhi, a girl attending the prestigious Ouran Academy in search of a quiet place to study. Haruhi's path leads her to the school's host club, a group of quirky boys who entertain female students. During their encounter, Haruhi accidentally damages an expensive item, leaving her with no choice but to join the club disguised as a boy to pay off her debt. What follows is a whirlwind of hilarious antics involving Haruhi, her club mates, and the people they interact with. Much like True Beauty, both series feature protagonists navigating dual identities. Both Haruhi and Jugyeong rely on their appearances to maintain their charades and sidestep tricky situations. While Ouran High School Host Club may be a classic, it remains an essential watch for anime fans. Starting a new romantic adventure is something Anzu from Romantic Killer can relate to all too well. Much like Jugyeong, Anzu finds herself unwillingly thrown into a love-filled competition orchestrated by an unusual figure. However, unlike Jugyeong, Anzu's meddlesome companion comes in the form of a tiny love wizard named RWBY. Both anime follow their female leads as they grapple with troublesome romantic entanglements. While Jugyeong juggles her relationships with Seojun and Suho, Anzu tries to dodge the affections of Junta, Hijiri, and Tsukasa. Despite these similarities, one key difference between the two heroines is their stance on romance. Jugyeong is open to the idea of love, as shown in the early episodes of True Beauty. On the other hand, Anzu would much rather spend her time enjoying chocolates and video games than entertaining the thought of dating. Despite these distinctions, Romantic Killer is a great match for fans of True Beauty. Tomo-chan is a delightful romantic comedy featuring a protagonist with some striking similarities to Jugyeong. The story follows Tomo and Jun, two childhood friends with a unique dynamic. One day, Tomo decides to confess her feelings to Jun, but to her dismay, Jun dismisses it as a joke. Jun has always seen Tomo as one of the guys, a perspective that leaves Tomo frustrated. Determined to change his view, she resolves to embrace a more traditionally feminine image. Tomo believes that by doing so, she can convince Jun to see her in a new light. This theme of wanting to be perceived differently resonates strongly with True Beauty. Throughout the series, Tomo receives plenty of guidance from her friends Carol and Misuzu. She tries out girly activities, experiments with feminine outfits, and even behaves out of character, all in the hopes of winning Jun's attention. Her efforts will undoubtedly remind True Beauty fans of Jugyong's use of makeup to reinvent herself. For fans of True Beauty who were touched by Gowon's storyline, Blue Spring Ride offers a similarly heartfelt, perhaps even more impactful, experience. This story follows Futaba, a high school girl who intentionally acts unladylike to avoid attention from her male classmates. However, Futaba's attitude shifts when she discovers that her former crush, Ku, is now attending her school. This encounter motivates her to embrace her past self again. Much like Jugyong, Futaba's journey is influenced by key events and individuals in their lives. While Jugyong's transformation stems from her bullying and struggles, Futaba is inspired by Kao's reappearance to make meaningful changes. Both stories feature emotional and relatable moments that allow viewers to connect deeply with the characters. In True Beauty, Jugyong helps Gowon build confidence for a musical performance, while Blue Spring Ride explores heavier topics like Ku's battle with mental health and the aftermath of his parents' divorce. If you're looking for a story with depth and emotional resonance, give Blue Spring Ride a try. Misaki from Maid Sama would undoubtedly sympathize with Jugyong's predicament. Like Jugyong, Misaki harbors a secret she desperately wants to keep hidden. Her secret. She works part-time as a maid at a cafe. When Takumi, one of her male classmates, discovers this truth, it sets off a series of comedic and heartwarming events between the two. Fans will quickly draw parallels between Jugyong and Suho's relationship and the dynamic shared by Misaki and Takumi. However, Misaki's journey begins on a different note. As the respected student council president of her school, she doesn't face the same bullying that Jugyong endured before her transformation. Despite their differences, both girls find their carefully built lives disrupted by the actions of a key male figure. This leads to a mix of awkward and amusing situations that range from laugh-out-loud funny to genuinely sweet. Although their relationships start off rocky, both pairs develop deep connections over time, much like what True Beauty seems to be setting up. If you're looking for another anime with similar themes and character dynamics, give Maid Sama a try. A story full of love, acceptance, and heartfelt moments awaits in My Love Story. The anime follows Takeo, a boy who struggles to connect with others due to his appearance. This parallels Jugyong's journey in True Beauty, as she also faces challenges in forming friendships for similar reasons. Thankfully, Takeo has the unwavering support of his friend Makoto, who is much more popular than him. Things take a turn when Takeo saves Rinko, a female classmate, from a group of harassers and begins to develop feelings for her. However, believing that Rinko is interested in Makoto, Takeo selflessly pushes his emotions aside and focuses on bringing the two together. While the plots of My Love Story and True Beauty aren't identical, both showcase relatable characters, touching scenarios, and familiar settings. If you're looking for a romantic comedy with a bit more depth and emotional resonance, My Love Story is definitely worth a watch. As mentioned earlier, no one should face harassment, but sometimes adversity can drive someone to pursue a better path. In Skip Beat, Kyuko doesn't experience bullying like Jugyong does, but she is deeply influenced by someone close to her, sparking a life-altering journey similar to Jugyong's. That someone is Shutaru, Kyuko's former lover. After overhearing Shutaru's cruel remarks about her, Kyuko decides to reinvent herself by entering the entertainment industry. Despite having no prior knowledge or experience, Kyuko is determined to surpass Shootaru and prove her worth. Like Jugyeong, Kyuko's transformation leads her into unfamiliar territory. While Jugyeong navigates love triangles and beauty competitions, Kyuko tackles auditions, rehearsals, and challenging performances. This shared sense of stepping into the unknown binds their stories together. Add in some light-hearted humor and skip beat becomes a must-watch for fans of True Beauty. The tale of two Jugyeongs might be the phrase that comes to mind for True Beauty fans after watching RWBY. This romantic comedy revolves around two high school students, Hori and Miyamura, who, like Jugyeong, present contrasting versions of themselves in public. At school, Hori is admired as a popular girl, but at home, she's a laid-back homebody. Meanwhile, Miyamura appears withdrawn and gloomy in class, but is actually a warm, tattooed individual beneath the surface. As the two begin to open up and share their true selves, viewers follow the development of their relationship and personal growth. RWBY will resonate with True Beauty fans through its heartfelt storytelling. It emphasizes the importance of confronting insecurities and provides valuable insights into overcoming societal misconceptions. If you're looking for an anime that captures the essence of teenage life with authenticity and charm, RWBY is a must-watch. True Beauty fans will be missing out if they skip Kaguya-sama, Love is War, a modern romantic comedy that offers everything fans of the genre could hope for. Created by Aka Akasaka, the same mastermind behind Oshi no Ko, which is currently airing its second season, Kaguya-sama shares similarities with True Beauty, particularly in its portrayal of characters who hide their true feelings. Kaguya and Miyuki both secretly harbor romantic feelings for each other, yet their classmates remain unaware. Despite this, their peers believe they would be the perfect couple. Both protagonists refuse to confess, fearing that doing so would make them seem vulnerable. What follows is a humorous and heartfelt mental battle between the two as they try to outsmart each other. Kaguya-sama delivers everything a rom-com fan could want, from clever, emotional arguments to laugh-out-loud moments. True Beauty viewers will appreciate the well-developed characters and engaging storytelling. With stunning visuals and animation that vividly brings Akasaka's world to life, Kaguya-sama, Love is War is a must-watch for anyone seeking an anime that combines romance, comedy, and charm. Dungeon People is a charming, action-packed dungeon adventure anime that made its debut in July 2024. The story follows Clay, an adventurer who journeys into the Antermurg dungeon in search of her missing father, Brance. Along the way, Clay crosses paths with Belle, the dungeon's current administrator. After a heated encounter, Belle defeats Clay in a contest of skill. As a result of her loss, Clay is forced to work for Belle in the dungeon. Her new job proves challenging, with tasks such as interviewing monsters, battling other dungeon explorers, and managing treasures. Despite the difficulties, Clay is determined to give it her all, hoping that this job will bring her closer to finding Brance. If you're already watching Dungeon People but are looking for other anime with a similar vibe, don't worry. We've rounded up 10 other shows that offer a comparable experience to keep you entertained. Dungeon People will undoubtedly draw comparisons to Delicious in Dungeon, and it's easy to see why. Both series revolve around adventurers exploring intricate dungeons filled with strange creatures and hidden secrets. Each show's dungeon environment is teeming with life and rife with mysteries to uncover. Both Delicious in Dungeon and Dungeon People offer rich lore surrounding their respective worlds, making their slower-paced episodes an enjoyable watch for those invested in the deeper story elements. However, Delicious in Dungeon excels in terms of its world-building and character depth, making its characters, like Laios and Marcille, feel more engaging and well-developed than Clay, Belle, and the others in Dungeon People, at least for now. Though this dynamic may shift as Dungeon People progresses and more material is adapted, it's a point worth considering. If you're looking for a dungeon-themed anime that balances humor with darker tones, Delicious in Dungeon is definitely worth a watch. If you're looking for a dungeon adventure with more visual excitement, Solo Leveling is definitely worth checking out. The series takes place in a world where hunters venture into vast dungeons for various reasons. The protagonist, Sung Jin-woo, is one such hunter. Despite his efforts, Sung is known as the weakest hunter in his world. His life takes a dramatic turn, however, when a mysterious player log appears during one of his missions. Accepting its request, Sung embarks on an epic journey of transformation. Both Solo Leveling and Dungeon People offer rich world-building, compelling characters, and memorable battles. That said, Solo Leveling stands out in its ability to make each battle thrilling, with incredible narrative, music, and animation elevating the action. While it may not be flawless, Solo Leveling is certainly worth a watch for fans of action-packed dungeon adventures. Never judge a book by its cover is a saying that perfectly encapsulates Made in Abyss. While the series may appear cute and innocent at first glance, much like the Abyss itself, it hides a dark and unsettling world. The story follows Rico and Reg as they journey into the depths of the Abyss, searching for answers. Like Clay in Dungeon People, Rico is on a quest to find a missing parental figure. Her mother, Liza, is a mysterious and powerful presence whose legacy, much like Bruntz's, sparks curiosity and intrigue. Rico's companions, including Reg and Nanachi, are equally captivating. Each character brings depth and complexity, and viewers will be moved by Nanachi's tragic backstory. While Made in Abyss offers a darker, more mature narrative compared to Dungeon People, its emotional depth and compelling characters could resonate with Dungeon People fans, offering them a similarly engaging and impactful experience. At first glance, Hunter x Hunter 2011 may seem like an odd comparison to Dungeon People, but a closer look reveals several surprising similarities. Both series center around young protagonists on a journey to find their missing father figures. Clay is on a quest to find her father, Brantz, while Gon leaves his home on Whale Island to become a hunter in search of his father, Ging. Much like Brantz, Ging is a mysterious figure whose appearances throughout the series spark curiosity. Fans are drawn to speculate about his motivations, achievements, and whereabouts. Beyond family dynamics, both worlds are rich with unique anthropomorphic creatures, thrilling battles, and emotional moments between the leads and their companions. These shared elements make Hunter x Hunter 2011 a perfect recommendation for Dungeon People fans looking for a similar blend of adventure and heart. So far, we've explored adventurous tales, but what about an anime that delves into workplace dynamics as much as Dungeon People? Enter Cells at Work. This sci-fi anime blends medical and educational themes as it follows two blood cells who must safeguard their human host from various illnesses. These cells face all sorts of challenges on the job, such as common human allergies. Similarly to Clay, AE2 803 and 1146 find themselves navigating a demanding work environment in a complex and unique universe. While the work setting shares some similarities, Cells at Work shines with its detailed and immersive world-building. The level of research Akane Shimizu put into crafting this story is impressive, and some viewers may even come away with a deeper appreciation for their own bodies. Along with its comedic moments and action-packed sequences, Cells at Work offers a compelling experience that's sure to entertain. Surprisingly, Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away shares more in common with Dungeon People than one might think. Both stories follow female protagonists who find themselves working in mystical environments. While Clay works in the Antamurg dungeon, Chihiro takes on various odd jobs in the spirit realm. In both series, the settings are ruled by powerful women who are skilled in magical arts. Although Belle's more benevolent than Spirited Away's Zeniba, the comparison between these two figures is hard to miss. Additionally, both locations are teeming with unique, magical beings with distinct characteristics. From Rangard's Golem companions to Chihiro's strange friend No-Face, fantasy lovers will find much to appreciate in both anime. Ultimately, Spirited Away is a must-watch if you're looking for an imaginative, well-crafted, and captivating anime to enjoy after Dungeon People finishes its season. Not many are aware, but several popular Nintendo video games have been adapted into anime. From F-Zero to Fire Emblem, there are a number of fantastic video game to anime adaptations waiting to be discovered. One of the standout adaptations is Animal Crossing, the movie. The movie follows Ai, a girl navigating a world full of vibrant and charming creatures, much like Clay's journey. From talking cats to wise old turtles, even newer fans of Animal Crossing will find these characters delightful and heartwarming. What's most notable is that both Ai and Clay are hard-working characters in their respective worlds. While Clay helps with various dungeon-related tasks, Ai spends her time assisting the animal villagers with more everyday challenges. She's seen delivering packages, organizing events, and providing comfort to villagers during tough times. If you enjoy the cozy and heartwarming moments of Dungeon People Animal Crossing, the movie is sure to offer the same satisfying experience. One element that fans of Dungeon People adore is its warm and cozy atmosphere. While management of a novice alchemist may not be the most intricately written fantasy series, its calming vibe will keep viewers engaged. The story centers on Sarasa, a young girl who became an orphan after losing her family at an early age. This loss drives Sarasa to pursue alchemy, determined to keep her family's business running. Sarasa is a capable and resilient protagonist who faces challenges head-on. Much like Clay, Sarasa is always ready to lend a helping hand. She is also a skilled inventor, creating innovative gadgets for her shop. Her creations, like the useful tools Rangard makes for Clay, such as Clay's woman's armor, will feel familiar to fans. Sarasa's bond with her employee, Larea, is heartwarming and echoes the chemistry between Belle and Clay so far. With its engaging work management themes and heartfelt moments, this anime is a great addition to your watch list. Ruin Explorers Fam and Eerie Ruin Explorers is a delightful retro find that Dungeon People fans might enjoy. This comedic adventure series follows Fam and Eerie, two eager explorers who are always on the hunt for ancient treasures. Along the way, they encounter all kinds of strange events, from battling fierce creatures to meeting quirky travelers. Much like Dungeon People, the setting of Ruin Explorers is charming and imaginative. Viewers will love watching the duo face off against odd characters in eerie castles or wander through lively, festive towns. The show's blend of ordinary and thrilling moments will appeal to Dungeon People fans. However, the humor in Ruin Explorers plays a bigger role in its storytelling than in Dungeon People. The comedic elements are essential to the series' appeal. If you're up for a more light-hearted and humorous adventure anime, this 90s classic is worth checking out. Fortunately, Clay doesn't face many challenges in her career at Antomurg Dungeon, thanks to Belle's supportive role as the administrator. Saya from Amagi Brilliant Park would likely envy Clay's smooth sailing experience. In Amagi Brilliant Park, Saya is reluctantly drawn into helping Latifa, the park's owner, and her friend Sento run the park. The trio must meet a specific guest ratio in under 3 months, or the park will be shut down. Once Saya learns that the park is home to magical creatures who thrive off the visitors' happiness, he agrees to lend a hand in solving the park's issues. Like Dungeon People, Amagi Brilliant Park features its characters engaging in fun and lively activities, such as managing rowdy children, hosting nighttime events, and exploring park areas for excitement. While both series deliver comedic moments, many will find Amagi Brilliant Park's humor to be particularly charming. Alongside its unique take on workplace dynamics, Amagi Brilliant Park is a hidden gem from the early 2010s that's worth checking out. The Fable is a Yakuza-themed anime that masterfully blends humor, action, and suspense. The story follows Fable, a top-tier assassin forced into an unusual situation. His boss orders him to take a vacation. With no other choice, Fable heads to Taihei with his companion Yoko to adapt to a more mundane lifestyle while tackling unique challenges. Despite some dips in execution, as of this writing, fans are drawn to its clever storytelling and dynamic characters. If you're enjoying this anime but are unsure what to watch next, don't worry. We've scoured the archives to uncover 10 other anime that deliver a similar thrilling and entertaining experience. Much like Fable, Tatsu is a former criminal who left his violent past behind to embrace a new way of life. In the way of the house husband, Tatsu transitions into the role of a house husband, and the series humorously explores his daily routines. Similar to Fable, Tatsu engages in ordinary activities such as grocery shopping, cooking creative meals, and handling everyday tasks that feel relatable and entertaining. Tatsu also has a memorable cast of companions, from his supportive wife to former associates like Masa. These characters share excellent chemistry with Tatsu and often find themselves in amusing situations. Furthermore, both Fable and Tatsu possess a level of respectfulness and charm that make them endearing protagonists. If you're seeking an anime that blends crime, humor, and slice-of-life moments, The Way of the House Husband is a must-watch. Fierce female leads and intense shootouts are hallmarks of Black Lagoon, making it a standout recommendation for fans of the Fable. Both series dive into themes of organized crime and loyalty, delivering compelling narratives filled with suspense and adrenaline. While the Fable excels in its character-driven moments, many would argue that Black Lagoon outshines it when it comes to action-packed sequences. Both anime boast characters with captivating backstories, strong personalities, and dynamic chemistry. For viewers who may not resonate with Yoko's traits in The Fable, RWBY's brash and rebellious demeanor in Black Lagoon offers a refreshing alternative. RWBY's partnership with Rokuro is as engaging and layered as the dynamic between Fable and Yoko, blending humor, tension, and emotional depth. From heated arguments to heart-wrenching moments, the connection between RWBY and Rokuro is a highlight of the series. For those seeking a crime anime that pairs similar themes with superior action and stunning visuals, Black Lagoon is a must-watch. Fable and Yoko may not share a bloodline, but their conversations about crime, life, and other topics create an intriguing dynamic. Hinamatsuri is another fantastic crime-themed anime that delves deeper into the familial side of crime than The Fable so far. However, the humor in Hinamatsuri can be divisive, with some jokes occasionally disrupting its suspenseful narrative moments. Adding to its uniqueness, Hinamatsuri incorporates a dash of the supernatural, thanks to Hina's extraordinary abilities. Despite these differences, there are notable parallels between the two series. Both Hinamatsuri and The Fable balance entertaining slice-of-life moments with their criminal undertones. Whether it's games of rock, paper, scissors or awkwardly funny interactions, Hinamatsuri showcases its characters in relatable, everyday scenarios despite their chaotic origins. The anime also explores themes of loneliness and companionship with great depth, much like The Fable. If you're drawn to Yakuza tales with a touch of familial warmth and comedy, Hinamatsuri is well worth a watch. Another crime-themed anime that the Fable fans will enjoy is Spy X Family. Much like The Fable, this series revolves around characters who must carefully conceal their true identities. It also delivers a mix of thrilling fight scenes, heartfelt slice-of-life moments, and humor to keep viewers engaged from start to finish. Both The Fable and Spy X Family center on expert assassins as their leads. Your forger, also known as Briar, is a highly skilled hitwoman who always completes her missions with precision, much like Fable. Interestingly, both Yor and Fable don't frequently engage in their assassin duties, but spring into action when the situation calls for it. Likewise, Yor's pretend husband, Lloyd Forger, or Twilight, shares this professional efficiency. In short, if you're looking for a crime anime that offers a similar blend of dynamic characters, suspenseful moments, and entertaining scenarios, Spy X Family is a must-watch. Fable could take a few life lessons from Eikichi Onizuka. Like Fable, Eikichi has faced his share of hardships. However, rather than retreating into his past, Eikichi embarked on a journey to find purpose in life. Unexpectedly, this path brought him rewards beyond his imagination, much like Fable's own unexpected experiences. Both Fable and Eikichi work in seemingly mundane jobs, but their roles are far from ordinary. Eikichi is a teacher tasked with steering his unruly students toward a brighter future. His unconventional approach includes everything from unorthodox teaching methods to standing up to troublemakers. These antics make him a compelling and inspiring character. The Fable and great teacher Onizuka shine in how they portray their flawed protagonists in a respectable and admirable light. Whether it's Eikichi defending his students or Fable creating a heartfelt drawing for Misaki, both characters leave a lasting impression. For a comedic classic with depth, great teacher Onizuka is well worth your time. Buddy Daddies and The Fable share a surprising number of similarities. Both feature hitmen who struggle to adapt to ordinary lifestyles. In Buddy Daddies, Kazuki and Rei juggle their hitman duties with the challenges of caretaking, much like how Fable tries to lead a normal life. Unfortunately, characters like Takeshi frequently drag Fable back into the world of crime. Both series strike a balance between comedy, drama, and crime, though Buddy Daddies leans more toward the domestic side. The show focuses heavily on Kazuki and Rei's efforts to care for Miri, their pretend daughter. That said, it doesn't shy away from action-packed scenes. From sneaking into hideouts to daring escapes, Kazuki and Rei's missions are thrilling to watch. Their dynamic is also reminiscent of the platonic partnership between Fable and Yoko. If you're looking for a more family-oriented take on crime stories, Buddy Daddies is a must-watch. My Home Hero is a gripping crime series featuring a male protagonist who rivals Fable in his sharp understanding of the Yakuza world. The story follows Tetsuo, a father who discovers his daughter, Reika, is being abused by her boyfriend. Tetsuo ultimately kills the boyfriend, only to learn he was connected to a powerful mafia syndicate. Now, with his family's lives at stake, Tetsuo must navigate this dangerous predicament. Aside from both being animated by Tezuka Productions, My Home Hero and The Fable share notable similarities. Both shows feature capable protagonists who find themselves at odds with clever Yakuza operatives. The key difference is that Fable is tied to his syndicate by profession, while Tetsuo becomes involved out of necessity. Despite this, both protagonists are supported by resourceful female characters. Kasen, Tetsuo's wife, may not share Yoko's bold personality, but she's equally intelligent. Both women play pivotal roles in aiding their respective leads with internal and external conflicts. For instance, Kasen cracks a safes code to help Tetsuo, while Yoko assists Fable by providing reliable transportation and reminding him of his past assignments. Although neither show is flawless, both deliver engaging crime stories that are sure to satisfy fans of the genre. One Punch Man, a superhero anime, might seem like an odd comparison to The Fable. However, on closer inspection, the two share several notable similarities. Both series feature a seemingly invincible male protagonist. Like Fable, Saitama effortlessly takes down enemies, a feat he achieved through intense effort and discipline. Additionally, the dynamic between Saitama and his protege, Genos, mirrors the relationship between Fable and Kuro so far. Much like Kuro, Genos idolizes Saitama's abilities, though his admiration occasionally lands him in trouble. Both anime also present their protagonists' respective fields with a comedic twist. For instance, One Punch Man showcases hilariously over-the-top hero designs, while the Fable humorously highlights the foolish antics of novice Yakuza. Both series place their leads in intense high-stakes scenarios. However, One Punch Man delivers more visually striking sequences. Even so, fans of either show will find plenty to enjoy in the other's unique take on its genre. Banana Fish is a compelling anime featuring a protagonist who confronts corrupt organizations and faces relentless gun violence. The story follows Ash as he investigates the mystery of Banana Fish, a cryptic phrase uttered by his older brother, Griffin. When Ash's godfather kidnaps some of his closest allies, Ash embarks on a dangerous mission to rescue them while uncovering the truth behind the enigmatic words. Much like the Fable, Banana Fish offers an intense and gripping depiction of gang culture. From shady deals to perilous adversaries, Ash faces countless challenges in his quest for answers. Both series excel at delivering unexpected twists, building suspense, and keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. With its captivating male lead and engaging narrative, Banana Fish is a must-watch for fans of crime-driven anime. Golgo 13 is a legendary assassin anime featuring a protagonist as captivating as Fable. The story follows Duke, a highly skilled hitman who takes on countless dangerous missions throughout his career. Armed with unmatched precision and intelligence, Duke uses his talents to complete each job, taking on ruthless and cunning enemies. Like Fable, Duke faces numerous villains whose devious plans he must thwart, and their methods of dealing with adversaries are equally thrilling to watch. Both Duke and Fable exude a cold, calculated presence as they carry out their assignments, maintaining a stoic demeanor throughout. While Duke doesn't experience as much character growth as other crime series leads, those who can overlook this will still find him a compelling figure. For those seeking an action-packed crime anime with intense confrontations, Golgo 13 is a must-watch. Let me know if you're happy with the rewrite. FLCL is an outrageous sci-fi adventure that will leave you reeling. This 6-episode series follows Naota, a young boy who embarks on a wild journey with a strange woman named Haruko. Packed with bizarre twists and fast-paced action, it will keep you on your toes, making you question everything you just saw. With an electrifying soundtrack and an unconventional narrative, it's a series that's bound to stick with you long after the credits roll. If you're struggling to find anime that matches the unique energy of FLCL, don't worry. We've curated a list of 10 other shows that promise to deliver a similar experience. If you're in the mood for a truly mind-bending anime, Catsup is a perfect pick. This surreal and whimsical journey takes a darker turn at times, blending horror with absurdity. The story follows Nyato, a cat on a mission to save his sister's soul. Alongside him is his sister, who feels more like a lifeless wanderer than a true companion. Much like Naota and Haruko, Nyato and his sister face a series of bizarre obstacles on their way. Catsup may not be for everyone, as it employs a visual storytelling style with minimal dialogue. This means viewers will have to pay close attention to piece together what's happening. The anime frequently blurs the lines between reality and fantasy, creating a truly disorienting experience. Much like FLCL, Catsup jumps across genres, mixing action, comedy, drama, and horror to craft a layered, unpredictable narrative. It also delves into heavy themes like depression, death, and self-identity through its abstract storytelling approach. If you're open to an anime that challenges your perception and leaves you thinking long after it's over, Catsup is definitely worth a watch. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is a high-energy mecha anime packed with thrilling robot battles and charismatic characters. While its plot is more linear compared to FLCL, it is filled with iconic lines that many fans continue to quote. The story follows Kamina and Simon as they escape their underground home and venture into the surface world with their powerful robot, Lagann. Along the way, they meet Yoko, who reveals the tyrannical rule of Lord Genome over the world. Together, they form a team to overthrow Genome's reign. Both FLCL and Gurren Lagann share a love for fast-paced, adrenaline-fueled episodes. These episodes blend intense action sequences with moments of humor and drama that elevate the overall experience. The characters in Gurren Lagann, Simon, Kamina, Yoko, and the rest, are incredibly well developed, each with distinct personalities and motivations that make them engaging to watch. The series also includes surprising twists and emotional moments that add depth to the adventure. If you're seeking another thrilling sci-fi anime after FLCL, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is a must-watch. If you enjoyed Haruko's vibrant energy in FLCL, then Kill la Kill is sure to captivate you. This anime is filled with dynamic characters, each possessing bold personalities, compelling backstories, and impressive combat abilities. The story follows Ryuko Matoi as she sets out to avenge her father's death, a quest that brings her to the prestigious Honuji Academy, where she faces off against the powerful council president Satsuki Kiryuin. After a crushing defeat at the hands of Satsuki, Ryuko encounters a sentient uniform named Senketsu, who bonds with her and amplifies her strength. Armed with her father's scissor blade and Senketsu's powers, Ryuko prepares for a rematch with Satsuki. Much like FLCL, Kill la Kill is a high-octane, action-filled adventure brimming with life. The anime thrives on its intense action sequences and the humorous, often absurd, interactions between characters. Both shows share a flair for vivid, stylized visuals that make each world feel unique and immersive. While Kill la Kill may lean into over-the-top sexual imagery, fans who enjoy bold, fun, and fast-paced stories will find this Studio Trigger series a wild ride. Sunny Boy is a thought-provoking coming-of-age anime that offers a unique and complex viewing experience. The story revolves around 36 students who, along with their school, are mysteriously transported to various strange dimensions. Some of the students gain supernatural powers, which leads to tension and chaos within the group. Together, they must navigate their bizarre situation and find a way out. Both Sunny Boy and FLCL explore coming-of-age themes, but in strikingly different ways. While Sunny Boy dives into alternate dimensions governed by strange laws and realities, FLCL is more about wild, symbolic antics that reflect the protagonist's inner turmoil. This approach makes both anime unpredictable, keeping viewers on edge as they wonder what's real and what's imagined in these worlds. Sunny Boy, in particular, features a narrative that shifts between different time periods, adding complexity to the plot and keeping the audience guessing. The characters are given deep development as the story unfolds, gradually revealing their darker pasts and hidden motivations. If you're searching for a trippy, mind-bending anime with rich character development, Sunny Boy is definitely worth a watch. The Tatami Galaxy offers a complex and thought-provoking narrative that may be challenging for the average viewer to grasp. The story follows Watashi, a college student who, after an encounter with an eggplant-shaped entity, is granted the opportunity to relive his college years. With a fresh start, Watashi vows to make meaningful friendships, confess his feelings to his crush, and experience a better life at university. Much like FLCL, the Tatami Galaxy explores themes of self-discovery and personal growth. Watashi, burdened by regrets over past choices, embarks on a journey to understand his mistakes and find redemption. In parallel, FLCL's Naota wrestles with his own identity and the growing pains of maturity. Both characters offer viewers a glimpse into the challenges of finding one's path in life. With its surreal dream sequences and abstract storytelling, the Tatami Galaxy is a unique and captivating anime that will leave a lasting impression. Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt is another standout Studio Gainax creation that will undoubtedly appeal to fans of FLCL. The story centers on the foul-mouthed sisters, Panty and Stocking Anarchy, who have been cast out of heaven due to their misdeeds. To earn their way back, they must complete a series of bizarre and outrageous missions. This anime is packed with over-the-top visuals and absurd humor, much like FLCL. Panty and Stocking are vibrant, multi-dimensional characters known for their wild personalities and impressive combat skills. Their antics and rebellious attitudes will remind FLCL fans of Haruko, especially with their unpredictable behavior and strong feminine appeal. While the show does delve into explicit content, with Panty often engaging with various men and both sisters undergoing bizarre transformations, it's the zany, fun nature of the show that truly stands out. If you're willing to embrace its fan service, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt offers a wild, entertaining ride. His and Her Circumstances is a lesser-known Studio Gainax anime that deserves more recognition alongside FLCL and Neon Genesis Evangelion. With its compelling storytelling, well-developed characters, and emotional depth, this series is a hidden gem. The plot follows Yukino, a seemingly perfect student who secretly struggles with her own insecurities. When Arima, a new student, surpasses Yukino in exam rankings, he discovers her secret and uses it to blackmail her. What begins as a tense transactional relationship eventually evolves into a heartfelt and genuine connection by the end of the series. Like FLCL, His and Her Circumstances is deeply character-driven. While FLCL explores Naota's journey through emotional upheaval and adolescence, His and Her Circumstances focuses on the evolving relationship between Yukino and Arima as they navigate their own personal challenges. Both shows tackle complex themes in a meaningful and reflective manner, keeping viewers emotionally engaged. Additionally, His and Her Circumstances employs unique visual styles, such as stylized still frames and traditional animation techniques, that add layers of creativity to its storytelling. Coupled with an outstanding soundtrack, His and Her Circumstances is a must-watch for anyone who appreciates deep, character-centric narratives. Alien 9 is an underrated sci-fi anime that shares similarities with FLCL, especially in its surreal visual style, quirky sci-fi elements, and coming-of-age themes. The story follows three girls, Yuri, Kasumi, and Kumi, who are tasked with capturing and fighting aliens in their neighborhood. Much like Naota in FLCL, the girls are thrust into an absurd world filled with strange creatures and unexpected occurrences. As they embark on their alien hunting missions, they encounter bizarre beings that make their adventures both humorous and intense. The dynamic between Yuri, Kasumi, and Kumi is a highlight of the series, akin to the chemistry between Naota and Haruko. Their teamwork and strategic planning as they take on alien threats make for some exciting and entertaining moments. Additionally, Alien 9 explores the struggles the girls face in adapting to such a chaotic world, adding depth to their characters. This emotional layer makes them feel real and relatable as they navigate their unusual and often difficult circumstances. If you're looking for a sci-fi anime that combines fun, thought-provoking themes, and a unique setting, Alien 9 is a perfect choice. It will leave you pondering the bizarre universe and the complex lives of its characters. Redline is the kind of anime that invites you to simply sit back and watch the action unfold with jaw-dropping intensity. While the plot isn't the most intricate, The series more than makes up for it with stunning visuals and high-octane racing sequences that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Set in a universe where racing rules are virtually non-existent, Redline focuses on a legendary competition that pushes its participants to their limits. The main character, JP, enters the race as one of its newest contenders. Despite the event's reputation for rampant cheating, JP embraces the challenge, determined to claim victory. Much like FLCL, Redline stands out with its exceptional animation, combining traditional 2D hand-drawn elements with a touch of CGI. The result is a vibrant and unique visual style that captivates viewers from start to finish. While JP's character isn't particularly complex, his journey mirrors Naota's in FLCL, as both characters wrestle with their identity and place in the world. The soundtrack also plays a key role, intensifying the experience, especially during the race's climactic moments. If you enjoyed the wild, unpredictable nature of FLCL's world, Redline offers a similarly thrilling ride, packed with adrenaline and unforgettable visuals. For fans of FLCL who are looking for something equally surreal and thought-provoking, Paranoia Agent is a must-watch. On the surface, this anime may appear to differ due to its focus on suspense and its distinct art style. However, if you dig deeper into Paranoia Agent, you'll find that it shares many narrative and thematic similarities with FLCL. Both Paranoia Agent and FLCL use unconventional and abstract animation to challenge viewers' expectations. Paranoia Agent blends traditional animation with avant-garde techniques and psychedelic imagery, creating a sense of unease throughout its story. In contrast, FLCL uses dizzying camera angles and visual tricks to capture the chaotic emotions of adolescence. These unique animation styles serve to make the stories more layered and disorienting, encouraging viewers to immerse themselves in the characters' psychological struggles. Like Naota in FLCL, the characters in Paranoia Agent grapple with confusion and anxiety as they try to understand their world. Both series depict how the pressure from external forces, such as Lil Slugger or societal expectations, can take a toll on the characters' mental states. If you enjoyed the unsettling, mind-bending nature of FLCL and are looking for a slower-paced, yet similarly intense experience, Paranoia Agent offers an equally captivating ride. RWBY is a wonderful blend of American and Japanese animation. Created by Rooster Teeth's Monty RWBY is a fantastical action series that follows the adventures of Team RWBY and their endless battles with dark monsters called the Grimm. This team consists of Weiss Schnee, Blake Belladonna, Yang Xiaolong, and Ruby Rose. Each character has its own incredible background, goals, and dreams. Although entirely done in CGI, its heartfelt scenery and powerful story arcs allowed it to improve its visual quality over time and capture more fans' attention. If you're having trouble finding anime similar to RWBY, fear not. We've discovered 10 alternate shows that'll give you a similar experience as RWBY. So without further ado, we present 10 anime that should whet the appetite when you finish streaming RWBY. From its similar formulaic structure and character cast, there's a lot to compare between RWBY and Little with Academia. With its attention to magical arts, fantastical beasts, and a vast world, both anime exhibit similar harmonious feelings of adventure. Little Witch Academia follows Atsuko Kagari, a girl who inspires herself to become a great sorcerer, like her role model, Shiny Chariot. To do so, she attends a prestigious magical academy that'll help her train. Upon arriving at the academy, Akko's met with immense challenge and ridicule from her peers. Thus, the story follows Akko in her quest to become a fantastic witch. Like RWBY, Little Witch Academia follows the daily lives of the female-dominant cast, each sparking their personality and flair about them. Both series feature great action scenes and creative creature designs to whet the appetite of die-hard fantasy fans. The main difference is that you'll get to spend more time with Akko during her training days, unlike Ruby Rose in RWBY. Furthermore, Little Witch Academia's storyline is more concise and will only take a few hours to get through. The plot of Little Witch Academia is less complex. This is because this anime focuses on Akko's development to become a profound witch. The series also has fewer episodes than RWBY, yet fans should expect the same magical and thrilling vibes from both series. If you enjoyed seeing Ruby and her friends train to become professional huntresses at Beacon Academy, you can expect the same struggle to befall the characters in Soul Eater. Soul Eater features an engaging art style, distinct character designs, empowering music, and a well-rounded cast of developed characters. Like RWBY, Soul Eater has a cartoonish style, which makes it an anime that's often depicted as an American cartoon to new viewers. The characters form tighter bonds with their weapons in this series, though. This is because their weapons can transform into humans with realistic, humane personalities. However, fans can expect the same regarding thrilling action scenes coupled with some emotional bits. Soul Eater follows a group of students who embark on risky missions to protect their city from evil beings and collect souls. They each equip themselves with weapon-changing allies called Death Scythes, who all have different goals and characteristics. Another goal outside of protecting their homeland is to become excellent demon hunters. God Eater takes place in the year 2071, when evil monsters called RWBY are slowly taking over the world. To put a stop to their plans, an organization called Fenrir enlists the help of God Eaters to take them down. Fenrir grants these God Eaters powerful weapons called God Arcs to assist them. At the helm of the God Eaters is Lenka Utsugi. He receives a new type God Arc weapon that forms into a blade and gun. Despite having some experience with the RWBY, Lenka must master his new weapon if he hopes to rid the world of the RWBY. Luckily for him, he won't be fighting them alone. God Eater features beautiful animation and engaging fight scenes. Many of the fights echo that of Team RWBY in RWBY, since most of them involve Lenka teaming up with fellow God Eaters. Lenka undergoes similar training regimes as RWBY. Viewers will see Lenka struggle and create methods of overcoming those obstacles. The Aragami also have unique and horrific designs, like the Grimm in RWBY. Both shows also put their characters in near-death situations to increase tension in specific scenes. With that in mind, it's best not to get too attached to the characters. Imagine taking RWBY but making it darker, bloodier, and violent. You'll then end up with an anime like Claymore. Claymore feels like an older sibling to RWBY in ways. It features an incredible cast of strong women fighting off ferocious creatures and hybrids alike. Furthermore, themes surrounding family and tragedy are present in both works. Claymore is more mature with its handling of those themes, though. Its world also feels less cheery and more gloomy in comparison. Even the main characters from both series have differing personalities and backgrounds. Looking past those differences, one will notice how similar Claymore's Claire and RWBY's RWBY are regarding their gifted potential. Claymore takes place in a village that's currently being overrun by a shape-shifting demon. Deemed a Yuma, the monster begins terrorizing the people of this village, slaughtering everything in its way. Fortunately, the villagers are saved by a mysterious female warrior named Claire. She's a half-human and Yuma warrior called a Claymore, whose only desire is to exterminate every Yuma in her path. After saving the villagers, she meets a boy named Raki, who decides to accompany Claire on her travels. Therefore, the anime follows Claire as she travels from town to town, searching for a particular Yuma that had murdered her former master. Puella Magi Madoka Magica and RWBY both bring fresh ideas to the anime medium. While RWBY is a Western CGI animated show that exhibits traits of a modern anime, Madoka Magica aimed to change the way people perceive magical girl shows. With its well-rounded characters, darker storyline, and visually stunning action scenes, Madoka Magica serves as a wake-up call for those who overlooked the magical girl sub-genre. What made Madoka Magica special was how it manages to deceive audiences from the get-go. Unlike RWBY, viewers will go into Madoka Magica expecting a cutesy, adorable show featuring girls fighting crime. However, once Madoka Magica unveils its darker undertones, fans will find their former expectations shattered. Outside its deceptive nature, there's not much else that differentiates it from RWBY. Both anime feature an all-female cast who bear incredibly designed weapons to fight supernatural entities. Both series feature catchy songs that mesh well with their series' atmosphere and tone. Likewise, these shows offer incredible animation, despite RWBY's first few seasons lacking in quality. Black Rock Shooter follows the junior high school student Mato Kuroi, and their attempt to get a shy girl named Yomi Takanashi to notice them. After many attempts, Yomi approaches Mato after seeing a Decorate blue bird attachment on her phone. This simple trinket allows them to converse and form a tight friendship. Meanwhile, in an alternate world, we get to see another version of Mato and Yomi. In this world, Mato's known as Black Rock Shooter, while Yomi undergoes the identity of Dead Master. We get to see the effects of our prior world impact on the lives of Black Rock Shooter and Dead Master in this one, some for the good and bad. Black Rock Shooter has an interesting visual style that's like RWBY's EGI format. There are a lot of action scenes mixed in with daily slice-of-life moments. These action scenes are fast-paced and give off a unique flair. The weapons Black Rock Shooter uses in the series are identical to the ones RWBY utilizes. These weapons undergo multiple transformations, allowing Black Rock Shooter to wield them differently while in combat. Both anime take place in a school-like setting. The bond between Mato and Yomi is identical to the tight friendship RWBY forms with her allies in RWBY. At the same time, fans can expect the series to tackle harsher themes like grief and sorrow. These are accompanied by multiple emotional moments that'll leave fans depressed. Land of the Lustrous is one of a few anime series that manages to utilize CGI exceptionally well. The character movements are never stiff. Like RWBY's later seasons, it feels more smooth and more polished. Outside its stunning visuals, Land of the Lustrous offers a stellar cast of memorable characters, each carrying different burdens and goals on their back. RWBY and Land of the Lustrous both feature compelling storylines. These stories offer enough mystery to fuel fans' love for speculating and theorizing. Land of the Lustrous handles its tension wonderfully, as each pivotal story beat will hook you and possibly break you. It also offers enough action and drama to keep viewers hooked and entertained. Land of the Lustrous takes place in the future where crystal organisms called gems inhabit a once peaceful world. The gems must defend what remains of their homeland against evil beings called Lunarians. The Lunarians wish to harm and utilize the gems' body parts as decorations. Our story centers around Phosphophilite, Phos, a young gem that wants to help her friends during their war against the Lunarians. Despite being denied the opportunity, Phos meets a wise gem named Cinnabar, who also was denied the chance to help in the war. Therefore, the anime follows Phos and Cinnabar's quest to find a suitable role for themselves. Ajin Demi-Human follows a high schooler named Kei Nagai, who dreams of becoming a doctor. During his school lectures, he learns about the mysterious immortal humans known as Ajin. Apparently, the Ajin possess incredible powers and are incapable of being destroyed by normal means. Whenever one is found frolicking in society, the government sends the military to that area to arrest and take it into custody. Unfortunately, Kei doesn't pay any of his lectures any mind. However, he'll wish he had paid attention after he survives a terrifying car accident. He wakes up only to find out that he had become an Aji himself. Now worried that the government will come after him, Kei must hide from the rest of the world, never to return to the mundane lifestyle he once had. Like RWBY, Ajin Demi-Human features school students fighting off demonic entities. However, the powers used in both shows are vastly different. Kei utilizes his enemy's powers to subdue the enemy, while RWBY and her friends utilize the equipment they obtain from their academy to destroy the Grimm. Also, Ajin Demi-Human and RWBY are CGI animated, even though the latter's use of the technology is far superior. Although Ajin Demi-Human doesn't have the best animation, the fight scenes are great enough to warrant a binge. This anime does take the time to flesh out his character, and he does develop into a more likable personality near its conclusion. Ajin Demi-Human also delves into darker topics, unlike RWBY. Akame ga Kill is an anime that's known for its brutal violence, occasional comedic bits, and colourful cast. Despite having superb fight scenes, the anime does feature many slice-of-life elements with its main cast. Like Ruby Rose, you'll get to see these characters step away from their cold-hearted positions. These scenes allow viewers to connect with its cast and find something about them that's relatable. Unfortunately, these characters aren't developed well enough. The anime also doesn't take the time to explain certain solutions properly. The rushed pacing ends up damaging its hopes for a proper ending. However, the characters evoke enough charismatic charm that it's possible for some to glance over its horrible conclusion. Akame ga Kill takes place in a far-off empire run by a child emperor. The emperor is unknowingly taken advantage of by his greedy and lustful prime minister, Honest. Because of this, his people are drowning in poverty and ruin. To overthrow the minister, the revolutionary army assembled a group of assassins called Night Raid. Meanwhile, a boy named Tatsumi has left his hometown in search of wealth. He runs into the Night Raid as they're taking care of a frivolous task. Admired by their strength and bravery, Tatsumi decides to join this assassin group. Therefore, the anime follows Tatsumi and the Night Raid's quest to reclaim the Empire by fighting off many powerful foes that'll challenge their morals and values. Sailor Moon is a cult classic that set the stage for future magical girl anime. It also pushed the narrative of allowing females in more action-packed roles. It's an anime that's been referenced, remade, and praised because of its many accomplishments. As far as RWBY is concerned, Sailor Moon features an ensemble cast of well-developed characters. Each character has a distinct enough personality that stands out from the rest. The female heroines in Sailor Moon also tend to fight as a team. They encounter many cruel foes who have legitimate reasons for committing crimes. Both shows also feature romance and slice-of-life elements. You'll get to see Sailor Moon and her friends struggle to balance their school and heroic personas. Sailor Moon is a lot like RWBY in many ways too. Both girls start off as clumsy individuals who gradually become more serious and mature over time. If you're looking for an anime that'll excite you, Sailor Moon's a must-watch. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this list of anime, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome anime content. Let me know in the comments which of these shows you're excited to watch, or if there are any others you'd add to the list. Stay tuned for more recommendations, and as always, happy watching!